Hey there, I'm going to talk to you all a little bit today about vertical angles, and I'm going to give you this quick little visual about what vertical angles are and then what's going on with their measurements. So vertical angles, by definition, are angles that are created by an intersection of lines, and they would be the angles that are across from each other. So if you can see, I really have a linear pair of angles that are created right here by A and B. If you can see those angles, they're called a linear pair because their edges are making a line. But the angles that would be A and C are across from each other. So angles A and angle C are vertical angles, and they are congruent. So whatever the measure of angle A is, that's going to also be the same measure for angle C. All right? Angle B is also going to be congruent to angle D. And by definition, those are called vertical angles. Now, how can you use that in some visuals to help you? Let me show you. Let's say you have this visual given to you, and you have two intersecting lines. So you have the measure of an obtuse angle given to you that would be at 120 degrees. You can find, by definition of vertical angles, the measure of angle Y because those would be congruent. So Y's measurement would be 120 degrees. All right, what's also special about this is you've got a linear pair. Like if I put my hand right here, you can see that this obtuse angle and that acute angle make a line. So that means they're supplementary too. So I can take 180 and subtract 120 and I get 60 degrees right there. So really I can go around the horn and find out all these angle measures. If this is 160, beside of it I have 120. Those are vertical angles. X and Z are congruent, therefore 60 degrees for their measure. So X and Z are vertical angles. The two angles here that measure 120 degrees are also vertical angles. Okay, let's look at another one. Say I have this visual given to me, and I want to find the measurement of X. So X's angle is vertical from 70 degrees, so it's congruent. So X is equal to 70 degrees. X and Y are sitting beside of one another, creating a linear pair. So I could take 180 and subtract 70 degrees, and this one would be 110. So the ones that are adjacent or sitting beside of each other add to equal 180. The ones that are across from each other are called vertical, and they're congruent.